Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Macy. Hey guys, hey, what's up? How are you guys doing? Hope you all are doing amazing. So as you guys can tell down in the title of this video, in this video, I want to talk with you guys about how you can improve your grades for college. I went from a 1.9 GPA high school to a 4.0 GPA at my university. So if you guys are interested in all of the things that I did, then just keep on watching.
She be going hard hitting, cleaning videos, and she speaking autism. We all know that it ain't what you see, but I know one thing, you should take it from me. It's in the MAYC.
Now, I want to preface this video by saying that I'm not doing this video to like brag about my grades and be like, yeah, I got a 4.0. I'm better than everyone else that gets C's and D's. No, that's not why I'm doing that. If you guys have been following me, I'm a very humble person. I don't let like things hype me up, and I don't feel like I'm better than anyone just because. If anything, I want to share what I did and also let you know that I've been there with low grades, and I understand what it feels like to take that test and you didn't pass it, or your GPA is not good, so you can't get into your college. And by the way, they balance things out on a 4.0 scale. So I'll leave my grades here so you guys can see that I'm being truthful, and I'm not just, saying that just to try to, make it seem like I, got something that I don't have. But let's just go ahead and get into the topic. Now, I'm here to help a lot of you guys out that might need the help. And so the first thing that I would recommend that got me from a 1.9 GPA to a 4.0 is to first really find an area of study that interests you. It could be esthetician, behavior analysis, nursing, speech and language pathologist. Like, I would highly recommend to do some type of assessment and evaluation on yourself to determine what area of field do you want to work in. Would you prefer a job where you are working by yourself? Do you like working with kids? And then let that drive you to your career choice. So if you really love helping people and you want to save lives, you could be a doctor or you could be a nurse. So just find out what it is that you like and then go with that. That way you will enjoy your area of study. Now, as we all know, when you first go to university, they make you do all of these general ed courses. So if you can get through that, then know that eventually you will get to your major, and that's where all the fun starts to happen. You start to learn about what you will be doing for the rest of your life. Okay, so the first thing is deep work. Now, you're already on YouTube, so look up a bunch of these videos. It'll tell you exactly in detail what deep work is. I'll just give you that just the gist of it. I do think that it's based in research, but deep work is when you shut off your phone. You basically shut off all distractions and you are simply focused on your work. You're not answering your phone. You're not texting. You're not answering emails. People are not walking up to you, talking to you. Because once you get into the deep work phase, that's when my daughter called it, you're locked in. And so that's when your brain is really absorbing all of the information. You're retaining that information. And deep work is much different than, like, say if you were studying with your friend and you guys are every now and then like talking and stuff. Like, deep work, you're really focused. And I would highly recommend, like, if you have ADHD or something like that, you could have like a timer. And a lot of people do the Pomodoro method, which some people do, some people don't. It just depends. Basically, it's where you do deep work for 25 minutes and then you take a break for 5. So really look into deep work. The next thing is to write your task down. Hi. The next thing is to write your task down. So like, say if you have like 10 assignments that you need to do and they're all in different places, get like a journal or a calendar and just really write everything down, and then just try to prioritize your tasks. And the next thing, and adding to that, is when you're writing everything down and you're prioritizing your tasks, what I would do is the assignments that required me to use more of my mental state, so such as doing a behavior intervention plan for my studies, or some type of intervention where I'm the one that's having to figure out what it is that I need to be doing. I will take the larger task that requires a lot of my time and a lot of my mental energy, and I'll do those first. And then if I have like a quiz or like a quick 1-page paper to write, then I'll go back and do that. So always tackle the big tasks first, the ones that's just going to really require you to think. And there will be assignments that vary. Like some of them you can just kind of do really quickly, and then some of them you have to just really take a lot of time to do. So do those first, or vice versa. Just get a feel of what you like and what works for you. Next thing is to go to your professor's office hours. So if there's a task that you or some type of concept that you're not clearly understanding, then utilize your professor's office hours to try to get additional help. When I was in my math class over at Ball State, I would go get tutoring, and like sometimes I never really studied with a group of people because I didn't have friends like that. But I noticed that like studying with people, I really do think that if you have friends, that would be helpful as well to do that. But just make sure you let your professor know if you are struggling with something, and maybe she can like help you and give you she should help you and give you additional things to do, like extra practices and stuff, which does leads me into number 8, is to watch YouTube videos. Let me start that over. Watch reliable content creators. So for me, in my area of study, like I'm studying applied behavior analysis, so I watch a lot of board certified behavior analyst videos. So whatever it is that you're studying, which I noticed that a lot of people do this, nursing students as well, make sure you're watching replicable people in your area of study. That way you know that you're getting the right information. So YouTube can be a really good source to help you like tie in concepts that you may not understand. So like for an example, this week we have been talking about relational frame theory in my course, and I just don't understand it. So I've been YouTubing a lot of those videos. So the next thing is to study the content every single day. Like don't let a day go by where you're not at least studying your material, practicing your material, going over it. Don't just go days and days without at least coming in contact with with the content that you need to be studying. That way, when the exam come, you will already know, like you're not waiting to just study everything on exam day. Like you're learning throughout the course of your semester. So make sure you do that. Okay, I already talked about that. Prioritizing the least tasks. Take notes. So take as plenty of notes as you can. That way you can help further like your understanding. Because like a lot of times, since everything is on the computer, people don't really write notes or take stuff down anymore. But I think when you write notes and you take stuff down, that also helps it to seep into your brain. And then just take larger concepts that you're learning and break them down into smaller concepts. That way you are not learning like this big chunk of information at one time. Like you take one step and you learn that, and then you take the other and you learn that. It may take a little bit of time, and you may not learn exactly every single thing, but you might learn you will learn things in time. As time go on, the concepts and everything will start to make sense. And then the last thing that I had is to get your points. So when you're in college, they have all these, they base your grades and everything off of a point system. So you can either get 20 points for this, you can get 15 points for this. Make sure you get all of those points if you can, and then get extra points. So one of the things about a scholar, or I think that one of the things that separates a scholar from someone else is that even though we have high grades, even though we may have like a 98 average, if the professor offers a chance for us to get free points or to get extra points, we'll grab those points. Like we will grab every single point that we can. We never get comfortable with our grade. Even if we're at a 99, even if we're at 100, like we're always working for our grade. We're always grabbing those points and doing extra points if they're there. Like, so for an example, I remember one time I had like a 97 in a class, and the teacher offered like 5 extra points if we took a survey, or 5 extra points if we wrote something out. I did it. Like I literally did it, y'all, because like I said, I didn't want to miss out on those points. And I do this because if I'm having a bad day, or if there is a concept that I'm just not understanding at all and say I failed the test, then I'm allowing myself the cushion. I'm allowing myself to fail. I'm not my grade is not on the edge. So if I'm sitting at a 98 average and I don't do as well on the final exam or the midterm, then I'm good to go, right? So yeah, we're just always thinking like that, and it just makes the world of a difference.